Welcome to the much anticipated grand finale of the 2018 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. We have quite a treat in store for you because this grand finale is going to feature 3 amazing schools. The first is 2016 winners at Adisadel College. The next is St. Peter's Senior High School. Two-time winners, but they haven't seen a trophy in 12 years. And the last is a new entrant, West Africa Senior High School. Before we meet the contestants, I would like to announce that we are still in the money zone, proudly sponsored by GCB Bank. This is what GCB Bank is doing. Each point earned is worth 15 Ghana cedis. At the end of the contest, we will take the score multiplied by 15 Ghana cedis, and each of the 3 contestants for each school, plus a teacher, will receive this amount. I'm happy to announce that since this money zone started, no school, no contestant has left the stage crying. Thank you, GCB. Now I'll go and meet the contestants and introduce the schools. Adisadel College. Adisadel College is represented by
Sasu Gabriel Pedu, final year.
Craig Jeffrey, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen. How are you doing? Wonderful. This is the last one, the grand finale. What does it feel like?
It's a very great feeling being in the finals.
A great feeling.
Yes,
all right. And what are you planning to do after this? What would you like to do, Sasu? What's next for you?
We move on in life.
Move on, just moving on. And you, Kwe?
I haven't yet decided yet, but I'm looking up to God to make me a better person in the future.
All right. Best wishes to you.
Thank you, madam.
West Africa Senior High School. Senior High School is represented by
Tade Abdul Hamid, final year.
Akosa in the final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you doing?
We are fine.
Wonderful. Grand finale. What does that feel like?
Very exciting.
Very exciting. Sahine?
Yes, very exciting.
Very exciting.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I want to ask much, but I would like to know what's next for you. After this, where do you go? What do you do?
After this, I want to enter into university and become a computer scientist.
Computer science, okay. And you, Sahine?
I'll just continue with what I've started and try to help society with the knowledge I've acquired.
All right. Best wishes to you, gentlemen. Best wishes.
Thank you, madam.
St. Peter's Senior High School. Senior High School is represented by
Senny Benjamin, final year.
PC Anokuku, final year.
You are welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
We are fine. We are blessed and highly favored.
Wonderful. You are in the grand finale. What does that feel like?
It feels like a very great opportunity for us. It feels like a very great opportunity for us, and we are thankful to God for this opportunity.
Okay, wonderful. And then I've been asking, what is up for you after this? What are you doing next? Fanny?
Still continue with my education. Hopefully, I want to become a medical doctor, so I'll still continue with my education.
All right. And you, Kissy?
I'm hoping to pursue computer engineering.
Computer engineering. All right. Best wishes to both of you.
Thank you.
Viewers, we've met the contestants. They are all excited to be here. Every school is here to win. And I've promised a treat. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifair Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WACBIB, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Hoti Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and JoyNews. This is a prime time production. My name is Elsie Efa Kaufman, and I'm your quiz mistress. Thank you. An appeal. I would like to make an appeal. I would like to make a humble appeal. I'm trying to make a humble appeal. They have to hear the questions. I have to hear the answers. If you make too much noise while I'm reading the question or while they are giving me an answer, things will not work well. I only work with what I hear. So please cooperate with me. I will be most grateful. Thank you very much. Contestants, as always, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is the round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, there's a penalty, 1 point. For questions that require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. All questions, all of them, are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm going to start with you, St. Peter's. Your question: what is chemistry as a discipline? Kisi?
Chemistry is a subject that studies the composition and structure of matter and compounds and so on, and studies the properties of these compounds and the useful products that can be obtained from them, as well as their reactions that they undergo.
Okay, 2 out of 3. You are right, of course, but you could have added something more. And so what I was expecting is, it is an experimental science. That's the part that was missing. That deals with composition, structure, and properties of substances, and the reactions by which one substance is converted to another. That's a more complete answer. I hope you are learning something, audience. Good. All right. West Africa. Matter may be divided into 2 broad groups: pure substances and mixtures. What is a pure substance? Yes, Abdul.
Madam, please. A pure substance is a substance of uniform composition, of which other substances are not present, except the entities in that substance only.
1. All right, so listen up. A pure substance is a substance that has a constant composition and has constant chemical and physical properties. Adisadel College, at the turn of the 19th century, precisely 1803, John Dalton made a fundamental statement about matter. What is this statement? Yes, Sasu.
John Dalton postulated that all matter contains atoms, and he made 5 postulates. And he also said that these atoms are the smallest indivisible particles of matter, and that they cannot be broken down by any chemical means.
Okay. Next set of questions. 10 seconds, and I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Please listen to this preamble very carefully. In an experiment on osmosis, a small funnel was taken and its broad mouth closed with a piece of parchment or egg membrane. It was then completely filled with 1 molar glucose solution. The nose of a 10 milliliter pipette was fitted with the stem of the funnel with the help of rubber tubing. The apparatus was then placed over a beaker containing pure water and clamped properly. Now, what you have to do is to explain the observation I give you. Once again, all right, I'll tell you the preamble again. In an experiment on osmosis, a small funnel was taken and its broad mouth closed with a piece of parchment or egg membrane. It was then completely filled with 1 molar glucose solution. The nose of a 10 milliliter pipette was fitted with the stem of the funnel with the help of rubber tubing. The apparatus was then placed over a beaker containing pure water and clamped properly. You are to explain the observation I give you. All right, so I hope you got the preamble this time. So now, St. Peter's. This is your observation. The level of sugar solution increases in the pipette gradually. Yes, Kisi?
The level of the sugar solution increases gradually due to the phenomenon called osmosis. The sugar solution is more concentrated than its external solution, and therefore, as a result of the difference in concentration or the concentration gradients, water moves into the sugar solution, and therefore, gradually the level of the sugar solution rises as it takes up water due to the difference in concentration of the two solutions.
2 out of 3. I'll come back and tell you the reason later. With the same preamble, West Africa, the rate of increase of the level of sugar solution in the pipette declines with time. Yes, Abdul.
Madam, this is because initially the concentration of the glucose or sugar solution, that's the glucose solution, was 1 molar. And because of this high concentration gradient between the water, which has no solute, and then the glucose molecule, which has 1 molar solute, there is quick movement of water. And as the water goes, it dilutes this solution and therefore decreases concentration. And as the concentration decreases, the concentration gradient also falls. And therefore, if this concentration gradient is falling, then the rapid movement of water will also slow down. And therefore, the rate at which the water increases also slows down with time.
Yes. Adisadel College, with the same preamble. Your observation: a positive test for glucose, a brick red precipitate, is obtained when an aliquot of water from the beaker is tested with Ferlin solution. Yes, Asu.
Madam, this is because the egg membrane is also relatively permeable to the glucose molecules. Hence, at equilibrium, some of the glucose molecules move into the beaker. Hence, the concentration gradient across them becomes 0. Hence, when you test the water in the beaker with a Ferlin solution, it shows a positive test to the Ferlin solution.
2 out of 3. All right, so this is a very interesting experiment which can be done in the biology labs. So at the end of the day, when you look at the setup, you have water in a beaker at the bottom, you have a membrane, the parchment or egg membrane over this beaker, then you have the funnel upside down, right, with the glucose in there, and then you have a pipette fitted above it. So what happens in the case of St. Peter's? The level of sugar solution increases in the pipette gradually. What you told me was right, but there was something else. We knew it was an experiment in osmosis. So just telling me that it was osmosis, that wasn't it. I wanted you to say that the sugar solution rises in the pipette because of accumulation of water molecules which pass through the parchment or egg membrane due to endosmosis. It was endosmosis, a specific type of osmosis, right? Okay, and then you explain why the rate of the increase of the sugar solution declines with time, you know, osmotic potential changing. Now, Adisadel, the positive test, yes, you are also right, but you had to be a bit more specific. So the positive reaction of sugar in the water of the beaker indicates that some sugar molecules have also come out through the membrane by exosmosis. It is exosmosis that did that, right? As the membrane is not truly semi-permeable, but differentially permeable. All right. I hope we are also enjoying this experiment. Great. Next set of questions, 30 seconds each. And I have a preamble to all schools. This is your preamble. Find the functions f of x and g of x such that the function h of x is equal to f of g of x, given that. Did you get the preamble once again? Okay. Find functions f of x and g of x such that the function h of x is equal to f of g of x, given that. I hope you got to this time. All right, so now, St. Peter's. H of x is equal to the expression 3x plus 4 all squared. Fanny.
F of x is equal to x squared. G of x is equal to 3x plus 4.
You're right. West Africa. H of x is equal to the expression x squared minus 1 divided by the expression x squared plus 1. Yes, Ahine.
F of x is equal to x squared over x, and g of x is equal to x minus 1.
That's incorrect. Yes, which of you, please? Sasu?
Madam, f of x is equal to x minus 1 all over x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x squared.
You are right. Your major question with the same preamble. H of x is equal to 5 multiplied by the expression x plus 2 squared. So 5 multiplied by the expression x plus 2, the expression squared, minus 3 multiplied by the expression x plus 2, plus 7. Sasu.
Madam, f of x is equal to 5x squared minus 3x plus 7. And g of x is equal to x plus 2.
You are right. The next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. The mass of a neutral hydrogen atom is 1.007825 U, and the mass of a neutron is 1.008665 U. C squared is equal to 931.5 mega electron volts per U. Determine the binding energy of the given atom in mega electron volts. I hope you got your preamble. Oh, once again. The mass of a neutral hydrogen atom is 1.007825 U, and the mass of a neutron is 1.008665 U. C squared is equal to 931.5 mega electron volts per U. Determine the binding energy of the given atom in mega electron volts. So now your question. For you, St. Peter's, deuterium, hydrogen 2, atomic number 1, of mass 2.014102 U. Yes, Kissy.
338.8 mega electron volts.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 2.224 mega electron volts. With the same preamble, West Africa, tritium, hydrogen 3, atomic number 1, of mass 3.016049 U. For bonus. The right answer is 8.482 mega electron volts. Adisadel. With the same preamble, helium-3, atomic number 2 of mass 3.016029 U. Is that hand up, Sasu? Go ahead.
Then we have 9.054 mega electron volts.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 7.718 mega electron volts. Next set, 10 seconds, and I have a preamble to all schools. Listen to this preamble. A name of a scientist will be given. 1, state his or her nationality, and 2, the major contribution to chemistry made, and possibly the year or years that the contribution was made. You know, listen to this. I'm mainly looking for the contribution made. Then I'm looking for the nationality. If you can tell me the year, we'll be really proud of you and very impressed with you. But I won't give you any points for the year. So focus on the major contribution made to chemistry and the nationality of the scientist. I hope you got the preamble. All right. So, St. Peter's, Ernest Rutherford. Yes, Kissy.
New Zealand. Ernest Rutherford was from New Zealand, and he performed the alpha scattering experiments to discover the nucleus of the atom.
2 out of 3. So Rutherford, very interesting guy. He was born in New Zealand, you got that right. His parents were Scottish and English, so British, but that's his parents. He was born in New Zealand, so that's good. What he did was he proposed the nuclear model of the atom. So you only told us a little part of it about the nucleus, but it's the whole nuclear model. The nuclear model of atoms. So the nucleus has positively charged particles called protons. Almost the whole mass of the atom is concentrated. The nucleus has a small volume, and the negatively charged particles called electrons move around the nucleus. So it's a whole model. It's not just about the nucleus, right? Okay. And the year, by the way, was 1911. That was the bonus. All right. With the same preamble, West Africa. Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. Yes, Abdul.
Madam, please. It is, he's from Russia, and then he discovered their periodic table and arranged them in increasing atomic masses of the individual elements so that their properties recur at intervals. Yes.
Okay, I'll give you. And the extra for the impressive performance would have been the year, and the year is 1871. 1871. I see that you're enjoying this series of questions very much. With the same preamble at Adisadel College, Robert Benson. Sasu.
Madam, Robert Benson is known in chemistry for the flame test, and also for discovery.
The sound, I can't hear him. Speak up.
Madam, Robert Benson is known for the flame test. He introduced the flame test, and is also known for the discovery of the Bunsen burner. And Robert Benson is an English chemist.
I'll give you one. Bunsen was actually German. He is German, and you don't just discover a Bunsen burner somewhere. It's not discovered. You actually have to invent it. So he developed the Bunsen burner. It's a gas burner that combines gas with air in the right proportions before it burns to give a clean, soot-free, and almost colorless flame. So just for mentioning the Bunsen burner, that's why you got the 1 point, but really your explanation was not the best. All right, the years, it's actually a range of years, 1838 to 1846. Next set, 10 seconds. I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Explain the main adjustments that occur in the heart and circulatory system of an athlete during the following phases of a 100-meter race. Did you get the preamble? Once again, okay. So explain the main adjustments that occur in the heart and circulatory system of an athlete during the following phases of a 100-meter race. Please note that my keywords are heart and circulatory system. All right, so St. Peter's. Just before the race begins, yes, Kisi.
Just before the race begins, the heart begins to pump blood faster, or it beats faster to pump blood to all the parts of the body as quickly as possible. And also the blood pressure in the blood vessels increases as a result of the increased beating of the heart. And also the blood vessels, the circulatory system provides more oxygen for the tissues in the body as a result of the increased beating of the heart.
2 out of 3. I will come back to you with the reason later. With the same preamble, West Africa. In the course of the race, yes, Sahine.
Madam, in the course of the race, the blood vessels of the athlete dilate so as to permit more oxygenated blood to be provided to the body tissues. And also, the heart continues to beat at a higher rate to supply more energy-rich blood or oxygenated blood to the body tissues.
2 out of 3. I'll come back. Adisadel, with the same preamble. Sometime after the race,
Madam.
yes, Sasu.
Madam, right after the race, the heart beats, the heart pumps the blood faster so as to supply the body tissues with oxygen, and the circulatory system also dilates so as to ensure that maximum oxygen is given to all the body tissues. And later on, after the race, the heartbeat also comes back to normal. The person starts breathing normally, and also the circulatory system circulates the blood around the body of the person at the normal heart rate, or at the normal heartbeat. The normal heart rate.
1. All right, so listen to what happens. And by the way, it's similar, this 100-meter race is similar to what you are doing here. Before you come and sit down for the contest, during the contest, and then some time after the contest, right? Okay, so this is what happens just before the race begins. The athlete's body will secrete adrenaline in anticipation of the race. This will stimulate vasodilation in the body, except the most vital organs. This will raise the blood pressure, thereby increasing the heartbeat or the heart rate. So in essence, in the heart, the adrenaline will increase the rate and force of contraction, and then cause this increased blood pressure and heartbeat or heart rate. Okay, so you had 2 because you didn't mention the vasodilation. That was not part of your answer. West Africa. In the course of the race, metabolic activity will increase, and especially in the skeletal muscles, this will increase carbon dioxide level, which will promote vasodilation. This will raise the blood pressure and therefore speed up blood flow, thereby increasing the heart rate or heartbeat. Okay, so you mentioned the vasodilation, and you mentioned the increasing heart rate, but you didn't say anything about the other things, about the blood pressure, and then also carbon dioxide and so on in the blood, right? Okay, and then at Adisadel College, I mentioned sometime after the race, you decided to tell me immediately after the race. So you didn't start well to begin with. But after the race, the temporary oxygen shortage in the body tissues arising from the race, that is the oxygen debt, will be paid off. And lactic acid will be removed from the blood. So concentration of lactic acid will go down in the blood. The tissue activity will subside and carbon dioxide levels will decrease. Subsequently, there will be a return to normalcy of the heart rate or heartbeat, and the blood pressure will also return to normal. So I hope you are getting ready for when you are done with this so that everything will return to normal for you. All right. Next 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Use parentheses or brackets such that the sum is correct. That's a preamble. I hope you got it. Good. Please give your answer very carefully, unambiguously. All right. So St. Peter's. 5 minus 4 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared is equal to negative 18. Yes, Kissy?
5 minus, into brackets, 4 squared plus 3 bracket close, minus 2 squared is
Yes.
equal to minus 8.
West Africa. 5 minus 4 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared is equal to negative 10. Sahine.
We have 5 minus 4 square plus the expression 3 minus 2 square in brackets.
That's incorrect. You can go ahead, after which I'll give you a warning. Go on,
We
Fanny.
have into bracket 5 minus 4 squared, bracket close, plus into another bracket 3 minus 2, bracket close.
3 minus 2 squared. 3 minus 2 squared.
All squared.
Which all squared?
3 minus 2, the expression 3 minus 2 squared.
Okay, I'll give it to you, but I'm giving you a strong warning. A strong warning, because if you ring to disturb while someone else is giving me an answer, deductions will begin. Please take note, scorekeepers. In this particular case, there were actually two possible answers. The one you gave, and then the other one was 5 minus into brackets 4 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared. That will also give you negative 10. All right, with the same preamble, Adisadel. 5 minus 4 squared plus 3 minus 2 squared is equal to 81. Yes, Asu.
Madam, we have 5 minus into open bracket 4 squared plus 3 minus 2. That whole expression squared is equal to 81.
That's incorrect. For bonus. Okay, so 5 minus open bracket 4 squared plus 3 close bracket, open another bracket immediately. That means they are multiplying. Negative 2 squared close bracket. Next set, 30 seconds. St. Peter's. Light frequency of, no, let me start again. Light of frequency 6.0 times 10 to the power 14 hertz is emitted by an object which is receding from Earth at 0.2 times the speed of light. What is the frequency of the radiation recorded on Earth? Fanny.
3.0 times 10 raised to the power 13 hertz.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 4.9 times 10 to the power 14 hertz. West Africa. The red line in the Balmer series of hydrogen has a frequency of 4.6 times 10 to the power 14 hertz. What is the speed in terms of the speed of light of an object receding from an observer who detects the same Balmer red line emitted from the object as having a frequency of 4.0 times 10 to the power 14 hertz? Yes, Abdul.
Madam, the speed is U is equal to 0.82c.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 0.14c. Adisadel. A spectral line whose frequency is known to be 5.4 times 10 raised to the power 14 hertz is observed as having a frequency of 4.5 times 10 to the power 14 hertz from a source receding from the observer. What is the speed of the source in terms of the speed of light? Yes, Kwei.
0.17 times the speed of light.
No. For bonus. Yes, Abdul.
0.18 times the speed of light.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. St. Peter's. 100 centimeter cubed of 0.13 mole per decimeter cubed sodium chloride solution are added to 50 centimeter cubed of 0.20 mole per decimeter cubed silver. 100 centimeter cubed of 0.050 mole per decimeter cube sodium tetraoxosulfate 6 solution are added to 100 centimeter cubed of 0.105 mole per decimeter cubed barium chloride solution. Calculate the mass of barium tetraoxosulfate 6 expected to precipitate and give your answer to 2 places of decimal. Atomic mass for barium is 137.0, for sulfur is 32.0, and for oxygen it's 16.0. Abdul.
Madam, please, 2.33 grams of barium sulfate.
Yes. Adisadel. A sample of water of temporary hardness contains 0.00200 mole per decimeter cubed of calcium hydrogen trioxocarbonate 4. Calculate the mass of slaked lime in grams that must be added to 10.0 decimeter cubed of the hard water to precipitate all the calcium. The calcium hydrogen trioxocarbonate 4 and slaked lime or solid calcium hydroxide react in the ratio 1:1. Please give your answer to 2 places of decimal. And atomic mass for calcium is 40.0, that for oxygen is 16.0, and hydrogen is 1.0. Sasu.
Madam, 1.58 grams.
Again?
1.58 grams.
That's incorrect. Yes, Sahine.
1.48 grams.
That's the right one. Next set, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. A mutation occurs which changes the DNA sequence, but the final amino acid sequence was left unaffected. Explain how the underlying DNA sequence is different, but the final amino acid sequence remains the same. Yes, Kisi.
There can be a mutation where the amino acid sequence will still be the same due to the fact that one amino acid can be coded for by a given number of codons. That's the sequence of codons which codes for a particular amino acid can be more than one. So even if there's a mutation and the mutation changes the codon sequence into one which still codes for the same amino acid, then you have the same sequence.
That's right. West Africa. Explain transcription factors in relation to gene expression. Sahine.
Transcription factors are the factors or the chemical substances required for the complete or successful copying copying of DNA sequence onto the messenger RNA molecule.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. All right, so transcription factors, they are, first of all, they are proteins, not any chemical. They are proteins that bind to a regulator region of a gene or genes in eukaryotes and regulate whether a gene is expressed or not. Adisadel, provide the best description for the interaction between tRNA and mRNA during protein synthesis. Yes, Asu.
Madam, the tRNA contains an anticodon which picks up it contains an anticodon which picks up an amino acid from the cytoplasm. So the tRNA and the mRNA are complementary. That is, they interact complementarily. That is, this one strand is the complement of the other strand. Hence, they come in totality. They help in the synthesis of proteins.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Preamble. Differentiate the given function with respect to x. Did you get your preamble? All right. So, St. Peter's, your function, y is equal to the expression x cubed minus 2x squared, all raised to the power 7. Yes, Fanny.
We have 7 multiplying the expression 3x squared minus 4x, multiplying another expression x cubed minus 2x squared, all raised to the power 6.
Okay. With the same preamble, West Africa. Your function, y is equal to square root of the expression x squared minus 4x. Sahne.
dy dx is equal to the expression x minus 2 all over square root of x squared minus 4x.
Yes. With the same preamble, your function, y is equal to the expression 2x squared minus 3x, all raised to the power 10. Yes, Asu.
Madam, dy over dx is equal to 10 multiplying the expression 4x minus 3 multiplying another expression 2x squared minus 3x, that expression exponent 9.
That's right. Last set of questions for the round. Last set of questions for the round. 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Please listen to this preamble carefully. For the given logic function, give the output bit sequence. For the input bit sequences, A is equal to 0101 and B is equal to 1100. Please, did you get your preamble? Again. For the given logic function, give the output bit sequence. For the input bit sequences, A is equal to 0101 and B is equal to 1100. All right, so now St. Peter's. C equals not the expression not A or not B, or the expression not A and not B. Kissy.
Sure. 1111.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 0110. West Africa, with the same preamble. C equals not the expression not A and not B, and the expression not A or not B. Sahine.
The output is 0110.
That's incorrect. Yes, Kwei.
The output is 1001.
You're right. Now your major question with the same preamble. C equals not the following expression. The expression not A and not B, and the expression not A or not B. Is your hand up? Quick, go ahead, please.
The output is 1101.
You are right. And that's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, West Africa Senior High School has 17 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 21 points. Adisadel College has 22 points.